live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
All right, we back. Okay. So you guys will probably not know what we're laughing about. So LSU's coach, Cookie Monster, as Stephanie affectionately calls him.
That's Cookie Monster, baby.
Yep. Coach O, Ed Orgeron, was fired, or will be fired at the end of the season after 21 years.
He's resigned. That's what they said. That's the word they like to use for everybody who like Chucky resigned.
Everybody?
Well. Anyway, go ahead.
So at the end of this season, Ed Orgeron will resign. Mm-hmm. And this is coming 21 months after winning a national championship, which almost never happens.
And had a storied season, like literally
undefeated.
Yes.
And it was a redemptive season for him in particular.
Yes.
One of the best seasons in college football history. Mm-hmm. Now, the question you posed with this, because I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret that I've probably been letting you guys in on for months now. Steph has done all of the topics. Steph has done all of the topics. And so the question that was posed is this fair for him to be let go, or excuse me, for him to resign or be forced to resign? Because to ask if it's fair would mean that this isn't just a decision that he's making.
Right.
So the question is it fair?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So initially, prior to our production meetings, mm-hmm. I was on this rant, like, it's not even been 2 years. Like, get a man a shot. Sometimes he had to start over. He got a new quarterback. You know the whole spiel that goes with rebuilding after because he lost over like a period of 3 years. He's lost like big name people who've gone on to be even successful in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Leonard Fournette, Joe Burrow, like he had some nice people, some nice pieces, right?
Right.
Michael Parsons, he had some nice pieces. Mm-hmm. So, in my head, I was like, golly, listen, y'all, I don't know what's up with us today, but I'm gonna just be real and transparent, because my thought was, dang, y'all treat him like a black man. Why y'all treat the Cookie Monster like a black man? Like, you don't even get a man a shot to try to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
And that was where my head went originally. I'm just being transparent.
Exactly.
Until our production meeting. And so I'll let you have it from here, because my thought process is now different. I just shared where I was prior to production meeting. So go ahead, Jarrett. Share with the people.
All right. So there's a few things that maybe not many people know about Coach O. Coach O, before coming to LSU, was at USC.
I don't even remember, because he was the assistant coach there for so long before he became. I don't even remember. Where was he?
I feel like he was at USC for a little bit. Okay. And he was somewhere else, but I know USC is one of those stops that he was at. And one of the things that came out about him while he was at USC is that he was struggling with an alcohol addiction. And so one of the things that I believe, and I had kind of heard from some, insiders, is that he is struggling with alcohol abuse again. And some of these things that probably lead people to believe this is that a story that was swept under the rug a couple of years back. And I think it might have been either right after the championship game or maybe right before, was that he was caught in bed with.
It was right after.
Okay, I was thinking it was right after.
Right after.
He was caught in bed with a young lady, college age young lady.
Sorry, yeah.
And this was, I don't know if it was before or after, but I don't think it even matters. This was either before or after he divorced his wife of, I want to say 20 something years.
Yeah.
And so all of these things, I guess, culminate into a pattern of behavior that is probably the reason that the LSU Tigers don't look so disciplined on the field this year. So one thing you hear a lot of coaches say is that, like, if you don't have the talent, like, it doesn't matter what you do as a coach and this, that, and the third. And I think that Bill Belichick's proven that wrong. And so one of the things that we do know is that if your coach's mind and his head is not into it, it will reflect through the team.
Oh, big time.
You know.
Which is why I don't know why, what's old boy at Ole Miss? Lane Kiffin keeps getting jobs.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Didn't we ask when, I don't want to mention it. No, okay. I'm sorry. I won't mention that. But I remember I wanted to know how Lane Kiffin was, because I didn't understand. Like, he has this very, you look at him in the media, he has this very, like, Forrest Gump, like, I'm sorry, let's just move on. Let's just move on, because I didn't put my foot in my mouth a few times this episode. So I think all of those things are the reason why Ed Orgeron was asked to leave and asked to resign from the university. And it's good that they didn't do it in the middle of the year. And it's funny, when I saw this, because I hadn't heard this, I told you guys that Stephanie has been doing for months now all of the topics. I hadn't heard this yet. And I was wondering, I was like, they just pulled off an upset at Florida.
Yeah. Didn't matter. Yeah. This is why what you said makes sense. Why I was saying, is this fair? Yeah. But this all makes sense now. Like, like, it's a culmination of things. And it just could be just what's best for him. Not even that they're looking at it like, oh, we don't believe in Cookie Monster anymore. We don't believe in Coach. We don't believe in Coach O anymore. We, you know, they may be looking at it more from the standpoint of it's just good for him to step away, because that's what he said since announcing that he's resigning at the end of the year, that he's just going to take some time away from football. And I feel like that's probably what's best for him as he tries to come back to a space of recovery from his addiction. And so, in all seriousness, from that standpoint, I agree. Like, yes, go get what you go. You know, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, well, no, nothing else to be said, because that's serious, and that has to be your priority. You can't even, football for somebody who's not addicted to alcohol is tough. I cannot even imagine what it does. Like, I know this is, wait, wasn't Steve Sarkisian at USC too?
Yeah.
Well, they need to figure out what's going on out there.
Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I was thinking about Steve Sarkisian.
Okay, because I was about to be like, listen, y'all need to figure out what's going on in Southern California.
Hey, look, Lane Kiffin was too, so.
Oh, Lord. Like, okay.
No, I think I was thinking about Steve Sarkisian, because he also had battled with alcohol addiction.
He had a battle, yep.
But Ed Orgeron, I know I'm correct about that. He also had battles with alcohol addiction. And I think that I may have just been, connecting the two.
Mixing up the places they were.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, I agree that this is the right move for the team and him, because it's disruptive and it's not good. These kids trying to go out here and play football, and some of them even have aspirations of going to the league, and they play at a high-ranking SEC school where they get those opportunities, and they don't want to have them blown because their coach is not 100% there or in the space that he needs to be in. So for him, this is a good thing. For the program, it's a good thing. So go take care of yourself, Cookie Monster.
Okay. Now let me correct myself. From 05 to 07, Ed Orgeron was the interim head coach at the University of Southern California.
So he was.
So I was right. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I may have still been mixing he and Steve Sarkisian up. As far as
the alcohol.
Yeah. But I know Ed Orgeron though had battles with alcohol, addiction.
Right. Either way, that's the thing that I tell people about addiction. Like, you can't say I'm all better. It doesn't work that way. It's a daily battle. It's a daily battle. Some people are just better at dealing with it than others, but it's a daily battle.
Yeah.
So, and you just either win today or you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Now, Cam Newton has come out and said that he has been vaccinated and that he's ready to find a new team. Do you feel like he's going to find a home this year?
Presently, I would say yeah. Because there's a lot of injuries. There's a lot of shakiness in a couple of places I can think of that could probably use him. Absolutely. Yeah.
This probably should have been a Who's Really Right too, because I don't see it. And it's one of those things where, like, I kept my optimism open for Cap when Cap was going through, like, we so many quarterbacks have gotten injured, and somebody will pick up Cap. Somebody will have to, because he's just too talented a quarterback.
Yeah.
And they found a way to give, and still has found a way to give Nathan Peterman a job in the NFL. And so I believe that if Nathan Peterman still has a job after throwing 5 or 6 interceptions in one game.
Yeah.
I don't know that it really even matters if Cam still has something left in the tank, if teams are going to feel like he may be a distraction.
So I believe that Cam announced his vaccination status as a subliminal way of saying, I'll just come be good. I'll just come be good. Whatever y'all need me to do. Yeah. I think that's what that meant. Like, you know what I mean? Because he could have just said, I'm ready to get back out there without saying I'm vaccinated. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's trying to say, I'm not going to be a distraction. I'm not going to be an issue. I just need to be somewhere to play. And the place I feel like he would go, even though you know how I feel about this person, is the 49ers. There's talk of them trading Jimmy Garoppolo, my boy Jimmy G. And your boy was a little too excited and got hurt.
Oh. Yeah.
He was just he was trying too hard. I mean, that's really what it was. I can't think his name. I can't think of Trey Lance. He was a little too excited and he was trying too hard and he got hurt. So Jimmy G, if I'm not mistaken, he's still hurt, and now Trey Lance is hurt. I see my person I can't stand, Kyle Shanahan.
Yes.
Is the quarterback whisperer.
I don't know why you do him like that.
Anyway. Yeah. Quarterback whisperer.
Yes.
He would feast on having a Cam Newton.
That's true. Because we saw what he did with RG3.
He would feast on having a Cam Newton.
Imagine if he did with Cam Newton what he did with RG3. Yeah.
He would feast.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Everybody.
They won't. They won't pull that trigger though. They won't.
That's where I feel like he need to go. If it's somewhere he can go though, right now, immediately, that's somewhere he could go and loop right in and just do his thing. Like he would be phenomenal there with them.
I think what he said on this podcast with his dad about his aura being a bit too big, I think that is probably, no matter who the injury is to, I think that's the distraction that I'm talking about. And I think that may be the thing that keeps him off of a team. So
it'll be ownership that would keep him from being on the team then, because the coach, I think Kyle Shanahan can handle his aura. I think you know who I think, even though
is John Lynch on the 1-2.
Yeah. But you know who would be amazing as his coach? Because he could totally deal with his aura.
Who?
My boy.
What's
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
He could deal with his aura.
I think so.
They'd be funky together, man. That'd be awesome. Because he would vibe so well with him. He would get it. He'd get it.
I think that'd be a great place for him to go.
Oh my gosh.
I hadn't even thought about that. And I think it's probably because they picked up what's the kid's name from Washington? Young Simba. Dwayne Haskins. No, that's his. I think that's his Twitter handle, like Young Simba, something like that. Yeah, I think that's him if I'm not mistaken. But because I know that they picked him up, I don't know if he, like they would consider bringing him in.
He'd be great there.
I think so.
He'd be great there. I was literally thinking about it from a coach player perspective for him, because I feel like that was the problem. He said it, essentially without saying it, and it was true. That was Tom Brady and Bill Belichick's problem. Tom Brady started to outshine him, and he didn't like it.
Yeah.
He didn't like it. And so that's when the issue started. It was fine as long as he was I'm so happy to be here, coach, kind of. I'm like, I got picked in the sixth round. Thank you for seeing that, that kind of. And then when he started, wait a minute, I'm good. I'm great. Like that.
Hold up now.
Is when he was like, wait a minute. I'm the only one to wear the big draws around here. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the problem. Cam's not really a conformist.
True.
And you want everybody to be in like line when it comes. That's what, did you see the I Am Athlete?
Darrell Reeves? Yeah, oh yes. Yeah. I look, I'm caught up. No, I need to see that. I still got to see the not Sheep Luch, the Styles P episode.
Oh yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah.
I started with Dez Bryant.
Okay. Yeah, it was so good. Yes.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah. So that kind of doesn't vibe for everybody. That's what Darrell Reeves was saying. That ain't my thing. Like I don't want to feel like I'm in the army.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't fall in line. That ain't what this is about, right?
Every day, right.
Yeah, like nobody who wants to be in that.
Right.
So it's that kind of thing. So yeah, you're right. It'll be hard, but I don't know. The right team. We know where he won't go.
Where?
He won't go back. He won't come back here.
Oh no.
And he won't go to the Falcons. He won't. He won't. Now, could he? Should he? That would be awesome. I had that conversation. It would be
I'm
awesome.
about to say we talked about that.
But again, his personality would definitely just suck up all the room for the coach because he seems really meek to me.
True. But
it would suck up all the room.
As an owner,
now
you trying to fill up your stadium and you got this kid from College Park, which is approximately College Park. I'm sorry. College Park.
Mm-hmm.
And you got this kid from 15 minutes away from the stadium.
Yeah. With street named after him down in South Fulton County. Come on now. Yeah. Let's run it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's run it. It'd be the biggest thing since Mike Vick for us.
It really would.
So he'd make the Chocolate City folk happy.
Right, I believe their backup quarterback right now is Felipe Franks.
Which I love him too.
Me too, yeah.
Why ain't you figured out how to put him on the field? Because preseason, the dude was going at it. I'm not saying you replacing it, Matt Ryan. Just figure out how Sean Payton used Taysom Hill and Drew Brees together. Mm-hmm. You had Drew Brees and you still use Taysom Hill. So figure out how to use this kid in your game. Anyway.
Right. Nah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
But yeah. So that would be lovely to see him in Atlanta. I would love that.
Yeah.
Come on, Arthur.
Pull the trigger, Arthur.
Pull the trigger, Arthur. Go ahead. He already at home.
Uh-huh.
He in Atlanta right now. He ain't even got to travel. Then you have a whole team of hometown people because you got Mike Davis.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be Cam Newton, Mike Davis, and Wayne Gallman.
Yeah.
Yes. All hometown people. Let's go. Right. Love it. Yes. Anyway. Right. Fantasizing over here. But anyway. Alas.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.